Talk shows aren't just entertainment anymore. That's the first thing people need to understand. They don't just make jokes or fill time before bed. They shape how millions of Americans think about politics, morality, truth, and even what is considered acceptable to say out loud. Culture is being formed here, whether people admit it or not. And right now, that culture is overwhelmingly one sided. Late night and daytime talk shows are dominated by leftist ideology, while conservative viewpoints, and especially Christian perspectives, are mocked, misrepresented, or completely excluded. That's not accidental, and it's not harmless comedy. It's narrative control. When the same worldview is repeated night after night and framed as humor, compassion, or progress, it doesn't feel like persuasion, it feels like reality. And when millions of people absorb their political and moral framework from these shows, free speech in media doesn't just weaken, it quietly disappears. That's why the FCC pushing back actually matters. Not because it favors one political party and not because it's trying to silence anyone, but because it recognizes that influence comes with responsibility. When platforms claim they're just entertainment while functioning as cultural power centers, something is broken. This isn't about forcing equal time for appearances. It's about acknowledging that when one side controls the microphone long enough, dissenting voices don't need to be censored, they just get crowded out. And that's exactly what's happened. Christian beliefs are no longer treated as ideas to debate. They're treated as problems to manage. And conservative arguments aren't engaged honestly. They're dismissed before they're even heard. That should concern anyone who still believes in a free and open society, regardless of politics. The FCC pushing back isn't about shutting anyone up. It's about silencing voices that have already been pushed out of the conversation and admitting that a healthy culture requires more than one approved narrative. Because when only one worldview is allowed to speak freely, what we're left with isn't progress, it's control. I'm Arch Kennedy, bold, unfiltered, and unafraid.